All right. Well, remember this game? I was just looking over my history on my channel, and we done played. We done had the Battle of Gettysburg and 8 or 9 games of I Napoleon. So we had to do a little bit of reshuffling for the winter. We had to always bring some plants in, but more importantly, I Napoleon is packed up. We had one game afterwards. After the game I finished, I was gonna maybe have me a blitz on it, but I was killed. I was out of it real quick. I think we had to have the overthrow of the Directory, Eighth Brumaire, and I didn't have enough political or administrative to get it done, which meant I lost the game. So that was it. That was enough losing. I think I had 9 games, lost 8, won one. But that one was a good game, so that isn't a bad game. We're ready to move on to something else. We were playing that one for like at least a couple months, 2 or 3 months. But we've got this game here back on this little spot. We're gonna try to maybe take over where we left off, or we're gonna give it a look over here today and check things out. But if nothing else, we do have. Ooh, if I could zoom in on her. Eagle Day. Eagle Day right there. We haven't opened that one up yet. That's the Battle of Britain. So stay tuned. We're down here doing some gaming. And a little bit of time off. And there's my game development table. My Civil War game. Plenty to do. All kinds of stuff to do. I got too much to do in too little time, even with my off season. But because we got to get ready for the holidays and everything, and there's always work to do around here. But we're sitting down here going to do us a little bit of war gaming back in the war room section of the man cave. Yeah, so we'll be back. All right. So what I can make from this game, like I said, this thing's been set up or on the side here through a whole whole campaign of Gettysburg and 9 games of I Napoleon. But because we have no crazy dogs or children running around in this house, it has stayed put for all those months. And from what I can see here, I think we can continue on with this game. The score is Allies 17 and the Japanese Empire 16. So we got a 1-point lead. We'll start here. I think everything is good to go. Like I said, I looked back on the video and think I got everything ready. This is just a reminder that all the Japanese fighter aircraft get a +1 on their movement. So that's what that means there. We must have drawn this card and that gets reshuffled into the deck. Well, I'll reshuffle that real quick. I guess these are available cards, and these are cards that we've used that have been discarded. So it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to figure it out. Oh, what else do we have going on here? So it is the Intruder first hour. There you go, of the last month. And he moves his air units. So I got to figure out what the movement base is on all these. Let's see here. Okay, we got attack factors and movement factors. I'm thinking the one on the right's a movement, and like I said, we get a +1 on our movement. I'll have to read that card. Is that just for 1 hour? Extend the speed of all Japanese planes by 1 or... no, don't say anything. It says combat phase, though, for 1 hour. Here you go. For the combat phase, it says 1 hour, but the rest of this, extend the speed of all Japanese fighters by 1. Okay, so this hour, I guess, will all be extended by 1. All right, let me make sure we got everything ready to go. I'm going to move my Japanese units first. I do remember a plan that we have here with, we have some good air groups here. We want to make a bombing run on these here bases. So that's what we got going on for last turn of Catus Air Force. Then we'll break out some Eagle Day. Got some good days ahead. Ready to enjoy the holidays. Whew. Off of the, the rat race or off the merry-go-round for a little while. We'll be back. All right, well, because the score is so close, we got to remember what we were doing in this game, what the strategies all are. You can see the little red dot on these. I mean, these are Japanese-based units. Then you come over here and you have your Allied-based. The thing of it is, it's late in the game, and all these targets here have already been bombed. So I'm thinking the only way the Japanese player is able to get some points is by, well, number one, you want to catch these air units on the ground. Good luck on that, because everybody flies on out, so you ain't going to do that. So I'm thinking the only thing we can do is get units that are good at air-to-air combat and get them up here ready to go for the big last air dogfight and get as many points as we can, and then get back. And then with our bombers, if you don't have no air-to-air combat value, we're just going to get you out of your base and try to skedaddle before. We don't want to get anybody, in other words, caught on the ground. But if you ain't got no air-to-air value, you ain't got no use to us in this air combat we got coming up here. So I'm going to look at the units and see what they're. And it's a basic game. There's only a movement and combat, but there's a little bit of strategy involved here. And like I said, it's a close game, and it's the last month, the last turn. So we're back with some Cactus Air Force, having a good time, and we'll be right back. All right. Also, we have these cards that are in play, but these are all for 1 hour, so you almost got to pick and choose the time you want to play those cards. Yeah, we have 10 hours here, and remember, when you take off from the base, you have to make your way back within this 10-hour period. So you have your movement rate, but you can't get out too far, or else you lose your units. And I don't know if you get penalized for splash downs. But anyway, it's a nice little game, a little pocket game by Decision Games. Here you go. It's been a while since we looked at this sucker. Well, having a good time. I thought it was nice to have a little change of pace. We'll be back. All right, we'll start here with an air base at Buka, is it? Yeah, Buka. Its maximum capacity is 2. We'll fly these boys here. 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll go 4 right this way, or we'll turn them sideways. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of goofy with the way they have the squares. I'd like to have gone this way to this way, but I don't know if you can do that, so we'll be all right. All right, we wanted to do that because, hold on, let me pause here. All right, I want this unit here at short lands. It only has a 1. None of these aircraft have parentheses movements, which means they're long range. They can stay out for 10 hours. All right, we're going to stacking limit, I think, is your Japanese command level, which is 4. So we'll put him with this. This will be a nice little squadron here. And I'd move him out more, but we want them all together. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get them over here, but to ambush. But these guys that come out, they'd be outnumbered, so we'll keep him here. That's what we're going to do with those. We still have 3 more bases with units there. And like I said, bombers aren't really that good to us, but if they have some good air-to-air value, why not? So it's all keep them on a group and see what's up. But I think we want to have us air combat somewhere around here. But you got hours and all this other stuff, and short-range aircraft have to go out for an hour, but then they got to come back, and every other hour they can go out. So it's not too bad for a little game. Look and see how big it is. This is it. Oh man, that's a lot smaller footprint. Oh, I just want to get a little picture. This is my grandma. This is my grandma. She went early. She had diabetes back in the day, but that house is still there. But this picture was taken, it says on the back, 1 week before Christmas in 1950. Let's see here real quick. 1953. This picture is 71 years old. But we still have the property there. As a matter of fact, I could still stand on that spot. This is, I don't know, let me see here real quick. I can explain this to you. This is an alleyway. So this little post here, there's an alleyway between this post and this building. So there's like a little alleyway back there, but that building's no longer there. That post still is. As a matter of fact, I could stand in this little spot and still take this picture today. My old grandpa's place, an old Italian immigrant. This is a big old trellis for a grapevine. He had grapes hanging up and growing all over there in the day, but that was his brand new car. Rosa. Rose was her name. I never did meet her. We'll be back. All right, we moved him 1 extra because we already forgot about our extra movement, and that doesn't take place for just 1 hour. Where a lot of these air combat and bombing bonuses only come in for 1 hour. So I got me a thatch weave. It's a tactic, I guess, that we could use, but again, it's only good for 1 hour. So if you catch these guys, you attack them, pounce on them, and use a card before they use theirs. You know what I mean? You got to call it before the hour comes. You know, like right now in this hour, when we're done with the Japanese turn, I could use this thatch weave and jump on these guys and get a little bit of an advantage to where they didn't play their card. See how it goes? Ain't a bad little game here. We're going to have a good time. We'll be right back. All right, then. We have moved on out and left the bombers back at their bases. Now, the bombers do have at least a 1 attack factor, and I guess you could group them all together in 4, give you a +4, but we'll see what's up. We got our interceptors out here. We are the intruder player, but we have our air-to-air aircraft up here. They all got an extended range of 1, 2, so we were able to get them up this far. Bomb aircraft back at their bases. All right, so that will be the intruder's first hour. He flew. We had combat if we wanted to. The allied player can fire anti-aircraft and intruder aircraft, but only if they're in the same square. We're not. The Japanese player makes his bombing runs or strafing attacks. He has none. So there you go. We're still out in the open. And like I said, we're coming on up here now for strategy for us. We had some nice little groups here, but man, he's going to get ready to hammer us. We got to find out when to. It might be good for me as the allied player to play this card. We're going to increase the combat value of all these aircraft by 1. Maybe jump on them. That's what you got to do in this game. Figure it on out. So, let me see here. It will be the allied player turn. Oh, do we mark any certain thing on ours here? Well, no, I guess not. All right. We'll be right back with the allied turn. Not many options. We'll be right back. And we still got a 1-point lead, so it might be better just to turtle up and camp out. We'll be right back. All right. Allied player. Thing to make note of is that the Japanese cannot hit Austria. I'm in the Napoleonic game again. Cannot hit Australia. And they cannot hit New Hebrides. This blue dot means they can't reach that far or something. It's off the map. I don't know. Our units can. They can't. I have no idea what that means. We're just sending these guys up for cap. All right, they have to fly out and then they have to fly back. So they'll fly back next turn. This one don't. We've got these boys here on up, but again, they have to land after 1 hour. So they're only going out. Maybe it's a little bit of a distraction. We'll see what's up. They're pretty strong. So we'll see what's going on there. We're going for our little run. This is a nice strong stack. I am not playing as the allied player my card yet. So there you go. Neither of us has played any cards. We will go down here to, let me see here. Intruder second hour. All right. So we'll go down here to the intruder second hour, and it'll be the Japanese. We'll see what we want to do with them. Things might start getting interesting. We'll be right back. All right. As the intruder / Japanese player, first thing we're going to do is play this card. Tainan Air Group. For 1 hour, increase the air combat value of all Japanese fighters by 1. I'll put that back in here and reshuffle this. But all these have their combat value increased by 1 because I think we're going to be able to pounce on them and attack. See how this game goes? Well, I can't play this card because it ain't my turn yet. So I'll make sure. I'll double check because if so, we'll play this card here. We'll be right back with the intruder / Japanese player movement. All right. So if you were playing somebody else, this is a solo channel on this here, but you'd have all your cards flipped over so the other player couldn't see them. And then what you'd do as a Japanese player, you'd flip this card up. This card would be down so he doesn't know what card it is. And this would be in effect for 1 hour. Then it goes back in here when it's done and we reshuffle. All right, we'll be back with Japanese players' movement. All right, post movement, and that extra movement point definitely helps the intruder / Japanese player. We have pounced on him, and we've pounced on him with 4. First we had 3 units there, then another one had to come catch up because he was further behind, but they were all able to get there on that square. So we got 4 going against. I'm not sure. It looks like maybe 3. Move these guys up for an after action in case he tries to get back. You gotta wait for the old boys ready to pounce on them. But they're only 1s, so we'll have to stack these guys. It might be a good idea if this attack don't go well. Come on over and take one of these guys out by themselves. And again, we put these guys on up here for more air patrols. If they do any good, want to try to get Froggy and keep on going on their mission. We got somebody else to pounce on them. That is it for the flying phase on the operations. Next, we will have the air combat. And there you go. We got some combat here. Don't touch that dial. Be right back. All right. We'll add these on up. Combat value of all Japanese fighters by 1. Oh, so that means 1, 2, 3, another 4 dice. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 12 there. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. 16 dice they're throwing. I remember this game. This is pretty good. Now, I don't know if I can hold all these in my freaking hand, and I want to get them all done at once. So let's see what we got going on here. 16 die. Can we do it? Oh, we got the die tower ready to go. Let's go. Japanese attack roll. I love that. I like that. I think I'm going to do that with my game. I think 5s and 6s are what does it. So let's see what we got here. Let me go through the rules. We'll be right back. All right, then. Out of all these dice, this is the result. The Allies will suffer 3 aborts and 2 kills. But I don't know if it's simultaneous or what, or if we did take off the Allied losses and whatever survives fires back. That will be determined. We'll be right back. All right, results are Simo. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, wrong ones. There you go. This will be the Allied roll. This is going to keep this result here. Because like I said, these are all simultaneous. So 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. And the Japanese had 4 more die they could throw. So they had more of an amount because of the Tenian Air Group. There you go. All right, we'll have to reshuffle that in and out, but let's go. Allies, firing back. Oh, I see some good rolls here. We have 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, and this. So here's the results. Japanese did better, but we got more kills. Yep, that's it. All right. Well, check it out now. The kills go into some sort of boxes here. Damage and abort. Abort isn't as bad. Damage, and they come back the next turn. But like I said, this being the last month turn of the game. And then we got to give away points, too, for this. So hold off. We'll be right back for the next step. All right. So instead of bombing targets, you can see here all of them have been bombed, I think, in this game, late in the game. Ooh, Eastern Solomons. Maybe that one. Oh, this comes up via the card play. That's right. And it hasn't come up yet. But anyway. Ooh, we get victory points for kills. Japanese air units are worth more than Allied units. So there you go. And we will adjust the score accordingly. But there were 2 victory points for Japanese air units, and Allies only worth 1. So let me count these all up. Adjust the score, and we'll be right back and ready for hour number 3. Be right back. All right, when the smoke clears, there's nobody left in the sky. They're all blown away or aborted. Here you go. Damage. Allies came out ahead. We shot down 3 of theirs, and they only aborted 1. And reflection in the score. 18 for Japanese, and the U.S. is pulled away with 23. So as a Japanese player, you don't want your planes getting shot down. It is now the, what is it, the Allied turn. And this card here is out of play for this hour. Well, I guess it's still in until the next hour. Yeah, I guess it's still in play until we get done with this turn. Then we'll put that back in there and reshuffle. But right now it is the Interceptor's first hour. Or rather, second hour. We're in the second hour. Interceptor's hour, and I'll be moving the units if there's anybody left. Like I said, ooh, what we got going on here? But these boys have to fly back after an hour. They can only go up and then come back, so. If we pounce on them, we won't be able to come back, and we'll get splashed down. You can't reach us in Australia. Let's take Austria. Let me check this out. We'll be right back. All right, for the Allies, the short-range aircraft had to land back at Henderson Field. Henderson Field's capacity changes, I guess, as they improve the field. So at the beginning it was 2, now it's capacity of 4. I got it maxed out with all 4 of them down there. But they had to return to base. They can only go up for an hour and then they come back. These boys here only have a movement range of 2. We'll get them up there. Get them maybe into some action. They got to come back though by the turn. So they're just floating around. They still got a couple attack factors. I mean, we'll go after one of these if we get them by themselves. Now the main thing is, do we want to launch anybody from Australia onto these boys here? We still have our 1 hour increased air combat value. We could our Thatch Weave tactic we could use against them. Let me look at my units here. They could all move as a stack. I got a 4-stack capacity. Yeah, we'll take them on, maybe. We'll take them on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. By 1, 5 plus 4 is a 9. Oh, we'll take that. Oh, another victory point. Yeah, nobody's gonna mess with us. I don't think. We'll see. What do you call it? Tora. No, wait, hold on. Wrong side. All right. Well, we're gonna attack. I think we're gonna launch all these guys on off here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hold on. They only got a movement rate of 2. 1, 2. Oh, there goes that idea. I got one boy here. That'd be 3 dice against 3 dice. Because if it's a no, we're not going to do anything. We will stay put unless they want to get closer. And I don't think they will. Knowing that we could. Well, I don't know if they know. I don't know if they know my range. Playing solo kind of hampers that little aspect. All right, that's where he's not going to be played. Oh, let me see. I think that's it. That's my movement. We have no combat. Into your second hour. Can we keep on continuing? So that'll be it. Let me put this card back in here because we have used this one. He has one more bombing card left, but this gets reshuffled. All right, we'll be right back. All right, for hour number 3, we got the Japanese aircraft coming on down here. Now, you don't have to be a bomber to hit these bases. You could strafe. The only thing is, since they don't have no bomb values, usually they have 1, 2, or 3 bombs. I guess that's the number of dice you can roll. Since there's no bombs on these because they're fighters, you can strafe with only 1. So these boys here are both, if they both get over here when these guys are still based, we throw in 2 dice, 1 apiece. If they're still there. Allied player's smart, he will get them out of there. But that's their maximum right now. They've all moved max. Don't really have any, these are bombers. I mean, I can't reach this spot. I guess I can get them up in the air to try to bomb one of these, but there's no real targets. And Japanese aircraft are valuable. As a matter of fact, this might even be out of reach, but we're playing the game, having fun, so we'll see what's up. That'll take care of the Japanese third hour. We'll see what the Allied response will be. We'll be right back. There's the Allied player moving these units on up. I guess they're right here. 1, 2, they'll be here. These are short-range aircraft. They're already based. Oh, did they come back this hour? No, I guess it's their next turn. So anyway, they were based from last hour. They will take off, but they will have to come back next hour. So we'll go ahead and fly these boys on up. They have a 4 range. All of them do. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pretty well do this. I guess to make it legal, though, we'll go over here and flip over our card. And this will be good for 1 hour. Air combat value. So there you go. We'll pounce on these boys right here. Sorry about that. I got to erase some. I got to make some storage space. But anyway, there's where it's left off at. We'll be right back. Well, yeah, taking off from Henderson Field. We have a nice bunch of aircraft here. You can see their numbers: P-39s, P-40s, P-4F, and a couple P-4Fs. Pouncing on some Japanese zeros, I guess. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice, and plus the card value. 8, 9, 10, 11. We have our 11 dice over here. Now let's get on with it. Looking for 5s and 6s. Allied attack. Oh, ain't looking too bad. Oh, all we got are these, but that'll be it. what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 more victory points. All right, that's not too bad. Let's see what we got going to the Japanese. Their value is 5. So we'll have 5 Japanese die. Looking to hit on 5s and 6s. Oh, man, bloody is the battle. All right, let me arrange this. Arrange the score. We'll be back for more. If anybody's still alive at the end of this, we'll be right back. All right, done. Damaged box update. There you go. More valuable planes. More importantly, 2 Allied planes still left in the sky. Yeah, air superiority around Guadalcanal. We still have 2 other ones up in the air too. So there you go. But these guys got to come back next hour. So there you go. They will have to land. All right, and the score: Allies 27, Japanese 20. So I can see what's going on with this game. We still got a bunch of hours left though. But fetch weave will get placed in here. We'll reshuffle this deck, and we still got another one. This is just a bombing, in fact, night bombing, increased by 1. But we'll find out what hour we want to use that, if at all, if we get a chance to. All right, that is it. We're going to call this a video. We'll be back with more Cactus Air Force. Nice little game here.